Welcome to China Truths. In this episode, we will bring you the following story. H1N1 outbreak, children and adults died, overcrowded crematoriums. Now, let's dive into the details. China Truths. H1N1 outbreak, children and adults died, overcrowded crematoriums. Reports indicate that various viruses are simultaneously spreading across mainland China, with influenza viruses wreaking havoc. Hospitals across the country are overwhelmed. Recent online discussions reveal that the current H1N1 influenza outbreak is particularly severe, with numerous deaths reported among children and adults. Many crematoriums in different regions are operating at full capacity. However, the CCP has only acknowledged a general upward trend in acute respiratory infections, avoiding any mention of the death toll, raising suspicions of another cover-up. According to the latest report from China's Center for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, the overall incidence of acute respiratory infections continues to rise. Previously, the CDC had stated that this is the seasonal peak of flu infections, with over 99% of positive cases attributed to H1N1 influenza. Chinese media reports describe hospitals in places like Beijing and Shandong recording over 1,000 patients a day, while one hospital in Shanghai reported nearly as many confirmed cases in a single week as during the entire month of December 2024. Many Chinese netizens suspect the illnesses are either H1N1 or COVID-19. On January 6, NetEase News reported a surge in H1N1 cases, leading to many tragedies. Unlike previous outbreaks where the virus primarily caused severe pneumonia or myocarditis, often resulting in white lung syndrome, this year's strain is particularly prone to causing encephalitis. Once a child develops encephalitis, the mortality rate is as high as 90%. Numerous videos on the TikTok-like platform Douyin posted on January 14 highlight the severity of the outbreak. A young blogger expressed anguish, saying, "H1N1 took my son's life. It's the 7th day since I lost him, and the pain is indescribable." Another user recounted how a 7-year-old girl developed a high fever in December 2024 after severe H1N1 infection, succumbing to acute necrotizing encephalopathy in just 3 days. The comment sections of these posts are filled with netizens sharing similar tragic stories. A Shandong resident, "My relative's 3-year-old daughter passed away just 2 days ago." A Shaanxi resident, "My child suffered cardiac arrest, respiratory arrest, brain hypoxia, and brain death." An Anhui resident, "My 2-year-old daughter was taken by H1N1 on the 10th of this month." This wave of H1N1 has shown a rapid progression in infected individuals. A 30-year-old woman surnamed Xia from Taiyuan, Shaanxi Province, experienced a fever on January 11. On January 12, doctors diagnosed her with white lung syndrome. She was transferred to another hospital that night but was declared critically ill. By January 13, she succumbed to multiple organ failures. A doctor recounted the case of a 21-year-old female patient. Initially diagnosed with a common cold, she later contracted H1N1 and subsequently developed pneumonia due to mycoplasma infection. The complications led to fulminant myocarditis, which claimed her life. Numerous netizens also shared their stories of adult deaths. A Shandong resident, "A teacher from our school passed away. We thought it was just the flu, but after a few days of fever, their lungs turned completely white." A Zhejiang resident, "2 of my friends died last week. They started with fevers in the morning and passed away by the evening." A Jiangsu resident, "My 25-year-old colleague took sick leave for a fever and didn't survive the next day." Additional accounts describe similar fatalities, with one Hunan resident saying, "My mom was admitted for H1N1 on January 6, and she passed away 2 days later," and another sharing, "My aunt died of white lung syndrome from H1N1. Most people around me have it, and I'm too scared to leave the house." Several videos shared online illustrate the strain on crematoriums. A Douyin user posted on December 29, 2024, showing a crematorium in Nantong, Jiangsu Province, with long queues even late at night. "Who would have thought you'd need to line up at midnight here?" the user commented. Another video from January 12, 2025, shared by an account offering funeral services in Changsha, Hunan Province, revealed packed facilities. "The crematorium is completely full," the caption read, with footage showing the parking lot crowded with vehicles. One commenter added, "The crematorium in Yayang is also full, with queues to enter the halls." On December 30, 2024, another video from Liaoyang, Liaoning Province, described a similar situation. "The crematorium is overflowing. Too many people are dying this winter." In a haunting clip from Hangzhou, Zhejiang Province, long lines of people in masks waited outside a crematorium. The person filming remarked, "Look at this queue. It's terrifying how far it stretches." As multiple viruses spread simultaneously across China, social media is filled with voices of despair and helplessness. The U.S. Voice of America reported a large-scale outbreak of human metapneumovirus, HMPV, in China, which has overwhelmed hospitals and caused widespread fear, evoking memories of the early days of the COVID-19 pandemic. That's it for this episode. Thank you for watching.